Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do another repair. This is also kind of a mid repair fix. I was not intending to have to fix this, but this is my stud finder. And I was getting the electronic workbench set up and needed to put up some shelves. And this little gem did not work. You should be able to push this in. The idea is you just press this in with your fingers, put it up against the wall, and it'll show you exactly where the stud is. So I went to check the batteries. These are actually new batteries, and lo and behold, the batteries that were in there had leaked, as batteries love to do, and it wasn't looking too bad. There was a little bit of corrosion right here that I cleaned up, but most of it was right here. What a horrible design, because whatever the battery acid leaked. This is where the switch actually goes in and presses down on the circuit board. And all of that went right down onto the circuit board. It took me quite a while to get this thing open because for whatever reason, it is not snapped together. It was actually glued together. So there was all of this like almost like hot glue type consistency, but that was holding the bottom on. And then it was holding the circuit board in. So let's pull the circuit board out, take a look at what we've got in here. You can see it's still kind of held together. We'll go into the microscope here shortly, but there is our switch. We'll grab our titanium tweezers. And now, again, I cleaned this up. There was a nice little mountain of crystallized battery acid and who knows what, just completely covering this switch. And like I said, cleaned up the circuit board, used a lot of alcohol on this, but this switch is just gone. It does not move whatsoever anymore. You can see it's still wiggling a bit, and there's probably still a little bit of liquid in there from the alcohol and who knows whatever else, but we're going to go ahead and replace this switch. So that is today's mission. I am going to salvage a switch from a old mouse that I have. It's not going to be exact, but hopefully this will work. I do want to show that this is a repair that has some probability of working. This is my bench power supply, and this is really nice to have because I don't have to fiddle around trying to get batteries to line up to see if this is going to work. So I've set my power supply to 3 volts and 1/10 of an amp. We'll go ahead and turn that on, and it is showing 3 volts with no current draw. And you can see this trace here is coming from the positive going to the switch, and it switches. I should have voltage right here. So if we grab an alligator clip, and I'm going to just go, and if I provide voltage right here, we should see that we are getting something happening. So it looks like the circuit board is still okay. And if we can just get that switch replaced, we should be all right. So no sense in going through all the soldering work if this thing is completely dead, but that does not seem to be the case. So let us go ahead and turn on our hot air station here. And there we have our circuit board. Looks like we've got just 3 paths. This line coming in here toward the top of your screen, this is coming straight from the positive post of the battery terminal, and it's hitting both sides of the switch. And then on this side, these are connected, but it's going off to two different places on the circuit board. And right here is where we were applying the voltage to make sure that everything was still working. So I just need to get a switch and put it right here. And as I mentioned before, I had this old mouse. Move that guy out of the way. I had this old mouse. It's got these fairly small switches on it. It's not obviously not an exact match. And I think I can probably solder at least two of these terminals into the right place. The other two probably won't line up. So I'll have to put some little wires to bridge that. But I think height-wise, it's about the same, and that's what's going to be important. So hopefully we'll be able to make contact and make that work. All right, looks like we've got half of it off. So let's switch this around. There we go. Looks like it's just holding on. There we go. So the couple other things that we're going to do here, you can see that the battery acid has eaten away the trace, the mask here. So this needs to no longer be exposed. And since I don't need this pad here, I'm going to go ahead and put some UV solder mask over this trace and the K. That way, once I have the switch soldered down, I can go ahead and use some UV epoxy to secure everything down. Hopefully we'll be able to make that happen. This point here needs to get connected to this point here. And we can do the same over here to this point. So we might go ahead and do that. If this switch is working now, we should have continuity between here and the positive switch when I press the button. And we do. So now we will go ahead and test this again. We will reattach our power supply. I think we're going to do this under the microscope. I was thinking maybe I wouldn't, so you could sort of see what's going on, but we need to make sure that we don't get any of this in places that we don't want it to be. It should not be very conductive, but I want to make sure that I don't end up getting any up here and end up gluing this switch down. We just want to there it goes. And that is nice and hardened, and you can see the switch is no longer moving, but that does seem to be functioning. So hopefully it all lines up. That's the last thing. That's the last unknown. So here you can see this is the bottom of the housing, and when I push this right here, that pushes down there. This guy. Fits like that. And I think we're going to be in luck because I can kind of feel the little click of the switch. So in theory, if I put the batteries back in and let's see, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, look at that. Folks, I think we've done it. That is the first complete and successful repair on the channel. So if you enjoyed that, let me know down in the comments. Take a moment to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit the notification bell so you know when I drop new content. As always, I enjoyed the time that we get to spend together here on the channel. Let's keep on learning, burning, printing, and growing together. Oh, yeah, and fixing stuff. Take care, everyone.